Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about Canva today. And Canva is an app I use to create a lot of social media content as well as training materials. I use it for my PTA, for our Frisco Football League, and everything like that. It makes some awesome images, and it really is, once you get used to it, just a really neat app to use. Here's a few things that I've made on it. This is I can click on this so you can see it, but it's a cool, realtor's trifold. And what it basically does is go over the benefits of partnering with Scout and Seller. It has a front and a back, and when you download it, it can actually, be a great marketing piece and for, realtors, and you can make it, for any type of industry. But the front of it is the benefits, and then the back of it is the clean crafted sheet. And by the way, my computer is super slow, so I apologize. But yeah, so this is the front. It says, how can Scout and Seller help you? Discounts available, join the wine club, all of this stuff in different images. And then on the back, it has this sheet right here. So let's see, I think we are here. And then I've also done different, collages. I've done marketing pieces for FFL, Mother's Day pieces, just different things you can see, training materials, visually appealing, but they don't really take a ton of time. This one, they come from templates, and so they're not very hard. So the way I always start, depending on what I'm doing, it's usually a Facebook post. So I say I'm going to create a Facebook post. And then there's different templates you can choose from. You can either create your own or start with a template. I usually start with a template just because it's easier, and I can change colors, swap out pictures and everything like that. But depending on what I'm doing, I usually just start with something. This is the one I use a lot. So let's say you can go to all though, and it'll pull up a ton of them. Let's see. Yeah, so, and by, okay, let's do this one. Why not, right? And so what you would do is say, okay, this is our starting point, right? And this is usually all the text is usually all grouped together. So you would just press ungroup, and now you can edit each word, group of words together, separately. And but let's work on our background first. So let's say we want to do something kind of summary. Let's do like a beach. Okay, this one's cool. Why not? So I will just do this and stretch it. And then I'm going to go to position, and I'm going to put backward. There we go. So bada boom. Now we've got our beach background, and I want to do something about maybe concerning rosé. How about let's talk about the rosés and stuff. And so what we'll probably do is there's different things you can add, like elements. And I always like to, search things. I like arrows, for example. So just type in arrow, and you can do, let's say, this arrow right here. It kind of looks a little beachy, right? And then you can rotate it, shrink it. Let's make it, here's how you change the color. So you go up here and make it more like light pink or something. That looks fine. Or maybe go with, yeah, let's go with the light pink. What would yellow look like? Okay, yellow looks good for the sunshine maybe. And then what you can do from here is go back to elements, and let's say you want to add a oval. So premium ones you have to pay for. I pay for the premium package, but you don't really have to. Let's do this one though, and I'll show y'all why. We can go, let me put this over there. And you can change out the colors. So this one's black and white. I think the black looks a little harsh. And so if we change it to gray, maybe it looks a little nicer. I'm going to leave the white, just kind of it coordinates with this. And then you can go to text. And you can basically do, if you're starting from blank, they have different formats right here that you can go with. Again, if you do one of these, you're going to want to ungroup it so you can work with each group of words in fonts separately. But they do take the guesswork out of it. Like, actually, this one right here might look really cool inside of my, if you go right here, put it inside here maybe. And then what I'm going to do is ungroup it. But I'm going to make this kind of that gray color too. I'm going to put the word rosé here. Option E. Oh, there we go. And then up here, man, I can barely do this. There we go. I'm going to put, oh, hey, rosé. But I'm going to make it bigger. So just going to go to this font and do, oh, hey, rosé. And then this little words there I'm going to delete, but I'm going to make rosé bigger. You know, just mess around with it. And there we go. And let's make this a different color. Let's make it maybe like a rosé color. So this isn't necessarily what I would call my best, you know, graphic so far, but I'm just showing y'all different things to do. So let's say I wanted to make this go the opposite way. I could flip it and it would go the opposite way. And then you can almost have it to where someone's like calling, oh, hey, rosé, something like that. There we go. I actually don't like this font right here. So you just go there, change the font. It has a million fonts. Let's see. I like some of these cursive fonts. They're really fun. Let's see what that one looks like. Because it has that little accente above the A. I mean, it may not work, but so I like that one, I think. We're gonna have to really make it big though. Some fonts are like that. So then let's talk about adding some images in our upload section. So this is where you can upload images. Basically what I'll do is just take the images off of, you know, the Scout and Seller site or my own Google images, and I upload them. And so what I can do is take the, you know, wine bottles like this. I pre-crop them and then save them and email them, save them to upload them here. And so you can start, you know, putting, let's say we're going to put them, all stack them here. You can resize them. There we go. So I actually don't like how the rosé is like a different color than our rosé. It's more of like, we need more of like a peachy one. So there you go. That one's a lot better right there. So this yellow arrow, let's change it. And then what you're going to want to do is make it forward to the front. There we go. So now we've moved it to the front, and so it'll be in front of everything. And so let's say I want to convey that they can get their wine delivered to their vacation spot. So I can put traveling this summer. And what should we put here? Say no way to mass-produced wine. We're going to make this significantly smaller. We're going to go to like, let's say 24. This is another thing. So spacing. This is, you can see the letters are spaced way out. And so you can go like this to where the letters are way spread out. It's just something visually. I want the letters closer together. And then line height. So you can make things like spread out or shrink back together. So I'm going to have that be, move this, traveling this summer, say no way to mass-produced wine. And then right here, we'll put something like, contact me to get your clean crafted wine delivered to your vacation spot. So you also can like enlarge the font just by dragging the corner, which is sometimes easier. And you just work on that. So traveling this summer, say no way to mass-produced wine, contact me to get your clean crafted wine delivered to your vacation spot. So let's say I want to make that part more accentuated, if you will. So let's go ahead and add this oval. And we'll make it, let's see. We're going to position backward, backward, backward. There we go. But we're going to make it, let's say, what will look cool? Maybe that teal color. And then make this white. And then this needs to move. Why isn't this? So let's do this, and we'll move it down here, make it fit into this little oval. We can make it bold, and yeah, we can do something like that. We can even make it more to where this goes up here, and we shrink this like that. So, yep. And then this is how you can justify things. Left, right, center. So say no way to mass-produced wines. Contact me to get your clean crafted wine delivered to your vacation spot. So if I want to match the font to this one, let's say that's old standard. I just need to select that. And it is already old standard, but it's in all caps. And so what you can also do is like select to where it's not all caps or it is all caps. And it actually does all that for you. So I'm going to keep it all caps. Some other things you can do is I have my logos uploaded here. You can add your logo. You can add, you can upload really any image. I have so many uploads just because I use this for everything. And so from PTA to life and whatever. So if I want to add like my picture to this, for example, like let's say I want to be, put my picture here and go to elements. Let's say I want to do a rectangle. I use this one a lot because I like how you can do like the outline one color and it looks cute. So you just kind of move it up here. And let's say we want the gray to be that rosé color and the outline to be oh, whatever, the gray color. I don't know. At this stage, this thing is such a cluster. So we're going to go ahead and take this arrow off just because, I mean, y'all see what it did. So again, we're going to add some text. Let's add a little body of text here. Drag it up. This is where you can put your name, phone number, your, contact info, etc. And then if you want to make it bigger, you just got to go like that. So, let's say you want to do that. What else can we do here? There's ways to choose different backgrounds. This whole thing is just backgrounds. You can do landscapes, patterns, etc. So that's just the way you do that. And then, so y'all kind of see how that works. So position is big. Oh, transparency. So let's say we want this picture in the background. Or let's say, okay, here we go. This is a good idea. So this green here, if I don't want it to be so like green or something, I can make it kind of transparent to where it's not so harsh. So let's say this square, I want to make it not so harsh. I can make it more transparent like that. So it kind of softens it a little bit, and you can see how you can see through it a little now with the background and the sand and stuff. So it softens it a bit. So that's another one I use a lot. And then as far as downloading it, when you go to download it, you can do a PNG, which is the highest quality, and it makes the best like social content. If you want to do it as a picture, that's great. Let's say you're printing it though. PDF print is a really great quality, and that's what you'll do for flyers and stuff. But I usually just do PNG and do that, do the social media ones. So let's go back to home and talk about the other options there are. And that we'll go to the realtor one, for example, and only because that one was probably one of my more complex ones. But what I did on that one was I do a lot of the photo collages, but you can do a lot of other things like the trifolds and stuff like that. It's not letting me. No, I'm frozen up real quick. Here we go. So there's different, A4 documents, letterheads. You can create some of the coolest things. Resumes. Yeah, I'm not sure where the trifold is. Menus. And the cool part is it already has everything formatted. Like for this menu, I could see that being a really great thing for like a nice tasting, creating a wine tasting and pairing. And it does takes a lot of the guesswork out of it and creates some templates already. And so sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll just go and literally change colors and type out stuff. If I want to do, for example, this one, and you can resize stuff too. And so let's say you wanted to do a beach one. Well, all you could need to do is change like the wording of it, and bada boom, you have yourself a beachy graphic. You don't need to change backgrounds and stuff like that. So what you would do in that case, just a moment, sorry, slow. Oh, here is also the zoom function. So let's say when I'm working on something like really detailed, I'll zoom it to 75%. That way I'm seeing like some like really close up. And this one's darling right here, let's say, for something girly or whatever, and you can just change out words. So you can search different things. Let's say wine party. And so it'll pull up, these aren't exactly wine party, but it'll pull up different things. And if you chose this one, all you would need to do is maybe change out this color, let's say, to whatever you want. Change out this image to, something like, I'm surprised Vineyard is not showing up. It always does. Oh, here we go. I always use this one right here. And so, you know, just put this, I mean, pretend I'm stretching it and then position it to backwards and stuff. So then suddenly you have, if you zoom out, you know, a really cool image. And then this you could change to do more matching, like the purple or something. And you can put wine tasting, blah, blah, blah. And so, and then this is a square. So you can actually like move this. And if you want to make it even bigger and take up more, then you would just stretch it like this. So those are all just elements that they've added creatively to help you. And so, yeah, you just move things around, change colors. So it can be really easy to where you're just changing colors, changing fonts, colors, backgrounds. Use this search function over here in the elements. So vineyard, okay, look at all these awesome wine images that can be used for backgrounds and stuff. And then you can use them within invitations and all that stuff. So going back here, this one is the one I was talking about. Actually, I think I already have it open, maybe. Oh my goodness gracious, oh, I think I do it right here. I need a new computer, can y'all tell? So this is where it gets like, yeah, I need to zoom in because I can't see. So maybe zoom it to 75. It's easier to work with. And let's say you want to make your downline something, and you want to put your name here or someone else's name. So just do like Valerie, then her website and all that stuff, and you can change it. And let's say you're doing this for a not a realtor, but a dog, like a dog rescue. So then what you can do is take this image right here. Let's see. Let me go to my uploads. If I was doing like a dog benefit or something, you know what I mean? Which I did, by the way, and it was super fun. Actually, I think it's more up here. Where is it? All my dog pictures. I'll tell I've been doing a bunch of PTA stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's say I want to make this one part of this right here. Just gonna shrink it up. So I want to put that right here. And then I'm gonna move that to, so that's about backwards. There we go. So then there's that picture with that information available. And then let's say I want to add another picture right here. And then I'm going to position that backwards as well. There we go. But can't really see the doggy's face now. But within all this, like basically what I did is I would copy and paste these parts just to make sure it's all the same size. And then this part as well. And that's where I did all the text. And I try to stick with the same text. This glacial indifference is a great one. It's very legible. And you can do it all capitalized, lowercase, and stuff like that. And then you can change it depending on whatever industry you're working with. So, and then you can change out different pictures. And then also this is great for the back. And I know on the background on this one, I just did, when I searched images, I think I did wood blank. Yeah, and so I did this one and then I just changed the color of it. So, or maybe this one and rotate it. And so you can do some just really neat backgrounds. And then instead of just plopping this on there like that, I added a frame, which was basically a square, and I sized it, and then I put this image on top of it to give it a nice frame. So instead of just plopping this right onto here, you know, make it stand out with the same colors and tie it all together. So all of this can be, you know, colors can change. Like it used to be when I was working with a Keller Williams, I had it red. And then, you know, but for branding, I was like, oh, maybe I want to be more of a fuchsia person. And then this can be, let's say you're working with, oh, I don't know. So, I don't know. So if anyone, and you want to make this like more like bright, like that, just do that. Just change colors and stuff. So anyways, this is just, I mean, just the tip of the iceberg on Canva. It has a lot of capabilities. You can layer, you can do just so many different things. So just click around, and the more you use it, the easier it gets. And, you know, you can see it's something I've worked on a lot. And I mean, this is something that I use and I just redo every time for a year and a half. And the Book Your Wine Tastings one, and I'll change the color and all that stuff. So if y'all have any questions though, let me know. And I think that is it. All right. Thanks guys.